Alright. We're gonna get started here in a sec. What's up? Whoever's coming to chill. I gotta fix this camera here, it's pissing me off. Maybe I'll keep it there. Yeah, that's the spot. I keep playing around with different angles. This is the spot. This is the spot. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get this thing going here. Alright. Oh shoot. Let me know if you're there watching. It is appreciated. Whoa. Hold on 1 second, guys. Which window is this? Oh. This is really weird. Here we go, here we go. is messed up and will not connect. So we will have to do something else and try that later. So let's go. We'll fix this, don't worry. Okay, so man, interactive brokers is down. I'm trying to stream. Why is it doing that? It's so bad. Oh, that's why. Okay. This. Okay, we're good. But I cannot get interactive brokers to work here. So we're gonna have to use what we'll do is we will go display capture life, and we will display everything going on here, and then we will move this to the middle. Interactive brokers is being shipped. Okay, so we're good to go here. If interactive brokers comes back, we will go back to the regular charts here, but they're not working right now. I don't know why. Nope, nothing coming up. Okay, so I don't know what the heck's going on there, but let's get back into it. So the week was good. Okay, let's look at the charts here. Oh my god, this is such a pain in the ass. Why can't interactive brokers just work? But that's fine. So we got the 1 day daily. Whoops. There we go. Alright, so our SPY here is still in a range. Okay, still climbing up. That's disgusting. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, so still stuck in this range up here. Oh man, what happened? Oh my god, guys, I'm so sorry. This is stream disaster life. Okay, we're good. Okay, here we go. Okay, and now we can make this much bigger. Okay, sorry guys, I apologize. So, as you can see here, it's still holding in this range. So Kanal and me, like, we're talking today, and he's saying, like, if you don't make a move here, you can't really do much if you don't make a move right in the morning, because the range is just so chode that nothing good is gonna happen. Okay, now I wish I had these freaking Auram. Oh man, this is so bad. Interactive brokers is just killing this stream. Here. Okay, so it's a little closer. Let's see. Okay, let's see if I can just get my interactive brokers charts back. It would be incredible. But they're being garbage. None of them will load. So anyway, let's just get through this here and we'll see what we can do. If we have to fix it up and do another one, we'll just keep doing more. So the range is here anyway. You can see, yeah, it's really small, but the range is here in the SPY. Okay, we're gonna get closer in on the other chart, so don't worry about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the first one. That was good, and that was I believe it was LL. So let's look at the 5-day, 5-minute, and here is LL. Okay, so the reason that LL was good, turn up the volume. Yep, there we go. Okay, sorry about that, Kate. This whole stream's turning into disaster here because my thing won't work. I turned the volume up a bit for you. But here is LL. So let's look. This was Tuesday. Okay, so this was when the earnings came out, and there was a nice flag right here. Okay, right at this level here at 33. So we got some on Tuesday. I think I had like 33. I think we just played it on Wednesday, I believe. It's 33. I have to check my notes. But thing flagged up here. I believe actually we got some here on this one. Yeah, we did. We got some here on this flag, and then I sold here. So just a quick in the morning, and then the next day on the Wednesday we took it here. So this was the good play though. The reason I remember this one more is because of it was way more profitable. So we took some at 33, and the thing went all the way up to 36. Now, why was this important? And I was going to show on the pre-market chart, but unfortunately the interactive brokers will not work. So it kind of wrecks it for this purpose. But this is 36, okay, on this LL. So if you noticed in the pre-market, which we can't show right now because interactive brokers is not doing well here, at $36 this was the pre-market high. So when this thing broke its flag here, it was very, very highly likely that I was going to hit the pre-market highs, and it actually did. And I sold actually at $35.99, and then it came down again, which I knew it would hit there and come down. And then it actually flagged again right after. So that one was really hot. Then on Thursday, yesterday, I played a different stock, but you could see there wasn't a ton going on with it. Thursday was a rest day, but you can see that it made this perfect flag top right through here. So this was super easy today, which I didn't play because I was busy again with another stock, but this one was very easy to see. The flag here for Wednesday was the main day, let it flag out, and then you could have caught this rip in the open from 35ish all the way up to 37s this morning. So that was a really easy one, and can all actually texted me because I was done trading this morning when before the market opened, but he texted me and said, oh my god, LL is going again. So if you actually look here now, our next one we want to watch is this $37 because it's touched this multiple times. Okay, I'll make that a little bigger for you guys. So it's touched this 37 multiple times, so we're going to watch this 37 here. Okay? And that was LL. So if you want to see LL also, we do the, let's do the 1 month daily. So there it was, guys. That was the daily for it. You can see there. Okay, so big green candle here. Another big green candle right here. Another big green candle right here. Another big green candle right here. So we had rip the gap up, the gap up and chill day, the ripper day, the take a breath day, and the next day. So if we get over 37, this thing will probably start really tearing it up. Gonna try the interactive brokers again. Still nothing, guys. Sorry. Okay, so the next thing that we can go ahead and look at was Teva. So this was Wednesday. We made our money on LL. And the next thing, we'll go ahead and take a look at Teva. And Teva was a gnarly short, so let's shred into it here. Teva. Okay, so this was how we caught Teva. Okay, so bad earnings, thing gapped down. As you can see, these are red candles. Yeah, they're blue on bigcharts.com, but whatever. This is the free one because IB is not apparently working. So, thing gapped down here. Thing gapped down again the second day. I didn't watch it again today, which sucked. And I said to Kanal, I thought it was extended after such a far drop. And he's like, someone also told me I could die from eating ketchup. So that just means basically that who cares what they say. The price action showed that it was a short again today. But I thought it was extended. So I played it on Thursday at 26.02 in the pre-market. And I got it, I covered it around like 25. So, if we go to the 1 day, or actually we need 5 days, 5 minutes. Here's the action. Okay, so in the pre-market it was diddling along here. And here it is right at the open. So I actually took a little bit in the pre-market, which I can't show unfortunately tonight. So we'll show that again before Monday for sure. And then you can see right when it did this green candle, the second two ones broke down right here. And it just started to die from there. So this action was happening in here in the pre-market again. Sucks I can't show you today, but we will cover it again, so it just makes you have to come back to the stream. But there was also another flag right here, okay, that you can see, and when it broke there around 25.50, you could have easily taken it down to 23. So I had some in the pre-market that I shorted here and covered, and then I shorted it again here and I covered around 25, and that was enough for me. Then I was done. So some of the thing I'm working on here now too is I gotta keep leaving some, because the same thing happened to me today. Is these things are dying so bad. I could have left like 200 shares at 25 and covered them today at 21, and it would have been no harm to me because it would have never touched my stop if I put a stop at 25. So that was that one. That was Thursday. Was Teva Nation. Okay. Now some people were also playing this Holix. Okay, these guys were playing it here. I wouldn't say this is a big gainer we should really be talking about actually. But yeah, so that was LL and that was Teva. Let's do AAOI because this thing's wild. So daily, 1 day, and we're gonna do AAOI. You gotta go yearly. 1 day. Oh my god. Daily 1 year. For God's sakes. I'm too tired to deal with this today. There we go. Okay, so this thing has just been slaying it, and there was a lot of action. There was a lot of the range here from like 92 towards 100. So now let's get closer. 5 day, 5 minute. All right. So on Wednesday, this was a good short. Okay, so a lot of people shorted this thing under 100, breaks 100, thing tanked down to 92. Took a rest day here, but you can see there's still a flag here across. Okay, and then it had that earnings last night, and there was a perfect flag here too. Very easy to spot today for a short. So you could very easily short it here at roughly 72, give or take some change, and cover at 64. So this was actually insanity today. But again, you got to stick to your guns and your rules. As I get better, I'll be able to take advantage of more plays. But I made money today, and that's all that matters. And now we're studying it so we can get better and get all these plays. But that pretty much leads us into today's action. So we already talked about AOI. LL today was moving again, and Teva was short again. So basically all these stocks, you could play them pretty much every day, and you only needed 4 of them. Okay, so the last one we're going to look at is EFII. Okay, so this was the one we played today. I had some I was watching it in the pre-market, and I was actually done in the pre-market because it came up a little bit. So I got it at 29.02 and covered it at 27. Okay, and that was in the pre-market. So now if you notice the theme, so we said this had pre-market, Teva had pre-market, AOI actually did have a pre-market play in it, but it was risky, so I wouldn't say that was a pre-market one. But LL also had some pre-market action. So now you can spot all these pre-market action, and again, I'll show you on another stream, because I'm going to do this a lot, because Interactive Brokers is not working on my computer for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe maintenance, because it's the weekend, makes sense. But all of these you could have played in the pre-market, and I pretty much did. And the reason that I missed some of the move is because I was already done before the market opened. So I now basically treat 7 a.m. as the market open, and this is the afternoon session, whereas most people treat 9:30 as the session, and then 2 o'clock till 4 as the afternoon session. There's nothing going on from like noon till 2. So that's basically how I'm doing it now, is playing the pre-market and then playing the open, because you can really see the trend lines and stuff, I find, really easily in the pre-market. I find it actually harder in the daytime, but that's just me. And again, I will show it, but I can't right now. So that was pretty much it. Let's look at, there's like a couple here that rig. So rig, this is a 5-day. It came all the way back down, actually. Easy short here. I played this a little bit for the long on Wednesday, over $9. So I just took some at 9.05, I think, and I put the stop at 8.95ish and 8.98. And yeah, the thing went up 60 cents, so that was a very easy one. You just kind of let it grind, and it went around 10 o'clock, so you didn't really have to be an early bird on this one to catch it. This is a slow mover, and the reason we liked it is because if you look at this daily, there was a flat line here at 9. So when it broke this at 9, it was an easy long towards the 9.5. And then I just took it off because it's extended. And look at this huge flag. Whoa. So, I mean, you can watch this, but it's a slow one. It's more of a swing trader. But I did make a little scalp in it this week for a long. Now, I'm thinking next week, and I'm even writing a note down for this, is only... So, Canal calls all the plays we did this week that worked VWAP fizzlers, and that means that they basically gap down and then break the VWAP. So, like, let's pull up, you know, Teva. Okay, so they gap down, and then when you're looking at your intraday, they break down through the VWAP. Now, I actually watch the 9 EMA, so for me, they're 9 EMA fizzlers, you can call them. When it breaks the 9 EMA exponential moving average on a 3-minute chart in the pre-market, that's when I usually enter, and then I use the 9 EMA as my stop. So it's super easy when I'm there at 7 in the morning, thing breaks the 9 EMA, right away I short it, and I put the stop right there. Probably like 65-70% chance you're going to hit a monster short on that. Now, can you get absolutely crushed? Yes, you can. You have to be disciplined and take it off right away. So that's basically how we did this all week, was VWAP fizzlers. And you just look for stuff with earnings or stuff gapping down in the morning. And you have a great VWAP fizzler and it starts to die. You watch it at 7 a.m. and you have an edge on it. Then you can leave your lottos in the morning, or you know the trend. If it gaps down and you short it at the 9 EMA break or whatever you're looking at, now you know the trend. So you're going with the trend. Now, if you want to talk about something I screwed up today, which pissed me off, was I had EFII today short, and I made money, but I lost a little bit in the pre-market because I was being a dumbass. So, okay, GoPro. Thing gapped up today. Right here, you can see it. And when it gapped up here, I tried to short it in the pre-market, okay? Because I thought that they're a piece of shit, which might or may not be true, but this stock likes to give back its gains, okay? So if you notice, when it ripped up here, it gapped down. Came up here, gapped down. Shredded up here, gapped down. Like, it likes to give it back. X, the steel stock, is also notorious for that. So you can start to understand and know these stocks, and then you can adjust accordingly. Now, I thought this thing sucked so that it would keep falling down. Now, unfortunately, for me, this was not the case, and it kept going. So I'll show you what I did that I made a little mistake, but it was okay. But I left it going against me more than I would have liked to. One day, 5. Let's do 5. Sorry. All right. So here's today. Okay. And oh, I didn't think it was that early. See, my day gets messed up because I'm thinking the action's really late in the day, but it's actually because I was up so early, and it's really not. So I'm looking at right here. I shorted this candle here. Okay, and the thing went way down to 9.35 and I was up, and then all of a sudden it started buying. Okay, and then I held it through here, and I got this red candle, and I thought, all right, now I got this thing in the bag short, because GoPro usually goes down. And then it hit here, and it started to climb, and it climbed, and it climbed, and it climbed, and then I said, okay, this is the top at 980. Okay, and then it cleared 980, like 982, and I had to cut the loss. So I went in small size because I was already up on the day from shorting EFII. But why was this stupid? With the VWAP fizzler, the stock gaps down. So when it gaps down and we shorted in the pre-market, we're with the trend. This thing, I got stopped out in the pre-market, which I can't show you. And then what I just told you is actually I took like 100 shares of it at 10 a.m. just to see if I could get it to break, but it didn't do anything. So it was a small loss because I had a small size because I was up. But the problem that pissed me off was I did it in the pre-market is I took a tiny loss on it too because it gapped up. So I don't really have much business shorting it until I get a really good sign. And the sign wasn't really there, but I kept pushing it. So that's how you can take us. This one should have been smaller than it was. It was small, but it should have been super, super mega small, like flat. So go with the trend. The trend was long on this, so now I'm not really gonna play with that shit. It's much easier to just, if it's down, usually short it. If it's up, it's usually a long. There are exceptions where you can sell the news, something gaps up, you short it all the way back. But you really have to gauge yourself, and I think to build more confidence, you should just go with the trend. If it's up, you can long it up. If it's down, long it down. You want to get those hardcore plays where you short the top of the news play or the Momo or the good earnings. Like, you might hit it a few times, but it's pretty gnar. Okay, so that's pretty much the week in a wraps in a 30-minute video here. Unfortunately, we cannot sorry, Alex, what was your question? I don't know what chart. Sorry, I wasn't paying much attention to the chat here. GoPro? How do you know when to cut the short? It was a big long. LL, probably. How do you get out? You scale. So if you want to look at GoPro, yeah, it's LL. But it's the same thing with GoPro. So I was wrong on this, but let's say I was right. This is long, I'm telling you. Listen, okay? So I was wrong on GoPro, I shorted it. But let's say you did long it, and then your question is how to get out. So say you drew this line right here, okay? You can see the top of this candle, it goes diagonal, or there's another diagonal line right through here, okay? So I can see these with my eyes without drawing them, alright? So this diagonal line right here, and this one right here, you can take your long there when it breaks the trend line. I'll even give you a, here. So it's riding the 9 EMA, okay? So when it broke that candle through here, you could take the long, and then you just scale out. So if you have 300 shares, you know, you sell a little bit here, goes up, you don't like this candle, you're scared, you sell a little more, and then maybe it pulls back and like breaks this 9 EMA. I'd give it a little more time, but maybe it breaks your indicator, and then you sell the last bit, or you put your stop. Actually, you put your stop at entry is how you properly do it. Okay, so if you entered here, you'd leave your last like 100 shares at the entry, and you just make the money off like whatever, 50 here, 50 here, 50 here, or vice versa, whatever ratio of shares you have. That's how you scale in and out, because then you're protected. If it rips, you're good. If it goes to here and you sold like a quarter of your position, you made like whatever, let's say 50 bucks, 100 bucks, you're covered. If it tanks on you, it's fine, but you can maximize the gain. And that's why on some of the shorts I just sold, but I needed to leave more shares on, and that's always really difficult when you're learning more. Okay, if anybody has any other questions, I'll probably chill on the stream for a bit, but for the most part, we're pretty wrapped up. I'll do this as much as I possibly can. The goal is to try and hit 1,000 episodes. Alright, any questions, any questions, any questions, any questions? Watch, it's gonna use the thumbnail of this girl, I guarantee it. When it loads on the thing, it always does that. No problem, Kate. but you should probably get a YouTube account. Don't be lazy. So you can ask the question. But I will do this as much as I can, and like I said, I will try and get to 1,000 episodes. And I have a better mic coming, so I don't use this headset all the time because it looks dorky. And I think for the most part that's it. I'll improve the layout too. I know it says in cheap writing, welcome to the Shred Lounge and stuff, but I'll fix all this slow and steady. And I'm gonna get another camera for multiple angles. It's gonna be getting outrageous soon. There might be a little bit of wild costumes in here. It's just a wild place to be. We're missing our dog, the Straw Hat. We'll have to call him out on Instagram here. Our friend. Oh my god, that guy is ridiculous. I don't know, it's Friday. Can't be giving them all the time. For the fans. For the fans, okay? You're gonna have a fantastic week. You're gonna go to bed tonight. You know? The regular thing. You're gonna get up tomorrow. Your old job was hard, but your new job's harder. So you're gonna have to look at the stocks every day. We're gonna hit 1,000 episodes. It's gonna be the stream first, okay? The stocks first. We're gonna be in the pre-market first. What the heck is this? YouTube millions. My lord. Okay. So we'll wrap it up. And good 40 minutes. And we'll talk to you guys later. Okay? Good night. I bid you adieu. Fantastic.